Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. Serious, what are some men's issues that are overlooked? Attention. Serious, tag notice. Jokes, puns, and off-topic comments are not permitted in any comment, parent or child. Parent comments that aren't from the target group will be removed, along with their child replies. Report comments that violate these rules. Posts that have few relevant answers within the first hour, and posts that are not appropriate for the serious tag will be removed. Consider doing a NOMA request instead. Thanks for your cooperation and enjoy the discussion. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit if you have any questions or concerns. Loneliness. Many men tend to have a lot of friends, but never close friends or people they feel like truly care about them, which leads to declining mental health, and maybe worse. Especially not relationships in which you can talk mental health and that deep emotional stuff. I feel lucky to have at least a couple people in my life who listen to such issues. Only because they experience mental issues as well, and because I do my best to destigmatize mental illness in my everyday life. This one is top 3 things that sometimes keep me up all night. Being hit with the realizatio that if everyone I knew got you get one last phone call to one person before you die ultimatum, I am not sure a single one of them would be to me. Edit, sorry guys. Well, that thought just ruined my day and it's only 6 AM. To be fair, most people I assume would call their mom. Not a lot of men are moms. So I'm at the park playing tag with these kids I'm babysitting, and out of nowhere this old lady comes up to me and starts asking all sorts of questions. Do you know these kids? What are their names? Can you call their parents for me? Even asking the kids if they knew me, and when they answered yes, she responded with, "You don't have to lie. If you don't know this man, you can tell me and I can help you." I have taken my 4 kids to the park when they were younger. I use a cane due to physical disability. So I am sitting on the bench watching my kids play. And a bunch moms are at the splash pads a few meters away. 5 minutes later I have a cop asking me questions about why I am at the park, if I know any of the children, etc. Apparently the moms decided that a male at a park was enough to warrant a call to the cops. Was camping with friends a few years back. They have kids, I don't. We saw a toddler wandering around with no adults in sight. My friends, dealing with their own kids, asked me to go see if I can help the lost kid out. The parents saw me bringing their kid back and instead of thanking me, freaked out and called the police. Had my friends not showed up, I probably would have been arrested, all because some shitty parents couldn't watch their own kid and freaked when a man brought their kid back to them. I am a single father with primary custody of a school-age child with little social support in my area. I was also the stay-at-home parent while I went back to college and completed my degree. It is damn near impossible to find good childcare. My female work friends volunteer but then bail at the last minute. I'm looked at as a threat by husbands of my son's classmate parents. I find that I'm often the only guy at the playground and get sideways glances from the cliques of women who go there. If I hire a babysitter, I have to make sure I'm overly cautious about respecting boundaries, if I'm even able to have a babysitter watch my child. Also, the normal competition among female mothers gets amplified and I'm often looked down on as a parent. I don't fit in with working guys who just want to go out and get a beer because I have a child to take care of, and women often reject me on online dating sites simply because I have a child. I love my son and would do anything in the world for him. I feel like I've done a lot, but men in my situation have zero to little support or infrastructure to manage as a single, full-time parent in society. Men can be just as good parents as women, and society needs to normalize this pronto. Edit, I probably won't be able to address all the comments. There were way more than I expected, but I really appreciate all the feedback and support. Thank you for talking about this. I'm in my late 20s and my father was a single father. He is my hero and absolutely an amazing parent and person. I'm sure your son will look at you the same. This is a huge issue. The only reason he even won in court was because my mother said she wasn't able and ready to raise a child to the judge's face. My grandmother, mom's mom, has always told me that was the greatest thing my mom would ever do for me. Because my dad was by far and away more fit to be a parent, but until that the court was just going to default to mother custody. Thank you for bringing this up. And thank you for being a father. So this one might not be as serious as the others. I babysit my friends' kids all the time. One is 3 and the other is 11. I like to take them out and about to have some fun. We go eat food, we go to the park, and arcades too. We have a ton of fun, but I always get weird looks from people. They don't look like me at all because I'm not the father. I've had people interrogate me and it's weird to me. I've been there their entire life and treat them like my own kids, so it kinda hurts. Edit, well shit, I guess it's more serious than I thought. That one is so terrible. Men just can't be around children without being looked at weird. Regardless of their relationship, except if you are clearly their father or a woman is with you. Your kids can be literal clones of you and still get weird looks in the parks and such because so many people perpetuate this idea that all men are pedos hunting kids. I run recreational kids programs at a community center. There have been several times women refuse to drop their kids off when myself and another male are working the program. Doesn't matter if other moms dropping their kids off tell them we're fine and they've known us for years. Then they go to the front desk to complain and get told the same thing and they act like they simply can't understand how two adult males could possibly care for a group of 3 to 5-year-olds. There are often implications they dance around as to why must be working there. And I get you should be comfortable with the people you're dropping your kids off with, but what kind of message are you sending to your own kids when you pitch a fit about how men simply can't be trusted? What message do you send to your own son? I love my job and it hurts to be viewed as untrustworthy or even a predator simply because I'm a guy. Good on the community center for standing by you. My brother worked for a creche for a year and ended up getting let go because of this bullshit. He was amazing at his job and one of those people that can really brighten up a kid's day at sea, but because he was a man the creche was criticized and he got let go. I saw a woman attempting to hit her boyfriend outside a local supermarket. He walked away from her. She followed him and kept hitting him. After this went on for about 90 seconds he shoved her away roughly once. 2 cars immediately stopped and men jumped out of them shouting at and threatening this guy for shoving her. Nobody did anything when she was attacking him. Edit, there are a lot of people commenting that I didn't help him either. I reported the incident to the security guard. Both the man and the woman were bigger than me. I'm not a big /tough person. There are limits to what I would ever get physically involved in, plus when the other people jumped out of their cars they could just as easily have targeted me if I had got involved. I did what I could without endangering myself. There have been social experiments about this. People laugh when the woman hits the man but the other way around people intervene. There's a buddy cop movie where they investigate a domestic violence call and it's this big huge hairy guy and this tiny pixie of a woman. Neighbors called because she was beating him. Nothing comes of the visit. Next time they come out to a call at that address she had stabbed him to death. In middle school, my male cousin was assaulted by this girl with this old school solid wood yardstick. She kept hitting him with it and he kept telling her to stop. She didn't. He hits her with a quick 3-piece and she goes down. They suspended him and let her come back to school. We literally had to stage a walkout on our teacher to get them to take another look at his case. They ended up overruling it and suspending her for 9 days and him for 1 day. That it took a walkout to get that is disgusting. My ex would do this shit all the time. She would punch me in the face, slap me in the face, yank on my hair and stuff. All while saying shit like lol you little pussy, you'll hit me eventually and when you do you're fucked. Well, she did that a few times over the course of 4 years. And one time I took her arm and yanked her away from me but gripped so hard. Her skin turned red on her arm and she looked at me like gotcha and started texting people and took a picture of it. So I left. And I went to my mom's. I had bite marks and bruises all over myself. Red marks galore. She had 1 red spot on her arm. Nothing ever happened from it other than her posting all over Facebook about how I hit her or whatever. But she was fucking crazy. That relationship ruined my mental health. Literally ruined it. I know you just see my side of the story, so it is one-sided. But trust me. Whatever I did wrong in our relationship didn't even hold a candle to the serial cheating and master manipulation that was actually going on. And forget about the physical shit, that stuff didn't hurt even close to as bad as everyone else. Still though, people close to me don't even act like they know. They know how insane she was after I finally left her and they saw things objectively without her manipulating their opinions on everything. But it's like if I did even 10% of this stuff to a girl, it would be a huge deal. Yet it happening to me is like it doesn't even matter when I can tell it's going to be multiple years. It's been 3 years since I left her, until I really start to feel entirely better. The miserable paternity leaves. Cause what man wants to spend time with his newborn kid and a recovering wife, right? My country just raised it from 3 days to 2 weeks within 6 months after the birth. Which still isn't a lot. In my country, each parent has to take at least 15 weeks. But they can split the remaining 16 weeks as they see fit. Edit as it blew up, we can opt between 46 weeks, total mom and dad, at 100% pay, or 52 weeks at 80% pay, so the same money but 100% job security. Each parent can then take up to 12 months unpaid leave with 100% job security afterwards. Meaning someone can stay home with the child until it's 3 years old. Few people do that. The mother can also take whatever time she needs to breastfeed the baby, or milk herself while at work. She can do that any time of day for as long as she is feeding the baby. No limits. Employer cannot tell her to do it at the start or end of day, and any problems that arise from it, is the employer's problems. For less than 7-hour work days, it's unpaid. Paid leave is given for only 1 hour a day up to baby age of 12 months. But the other Nordic countries have even better systems.